Palestinian terrorists who were released from Israeli prisons as part of the ceasefire deal were deported to Egypt. Britain's Daily Mail has reported how dozens of them were then put up in a luxury five-star resort without the knowledge of the many Western tourists who were also staying there. 154 of the 250 Hamas and Islamic Jihad militants were staying at the Marriott's five-star Renaissance Cairo Mirage City Hotel in the Egyptian capital. Some of them have now been moved. Let's go over to Cairo. We're joined by reporter Joost Scheffers, who has himself been down to that hotel to take a look. So, Joost, I mean, we're talking about murderers and terrorists here, just casually swanning around one of Egypt's nicest hotels. How did this happen?
That's a very good question that many people are wondering. Probably this hotel has been booked, and as the Palestinians themselves, they are saying this hotel has been paid by Hamas. And as we know, like Hamas made a lot of money while ruling over the Gaza Strip by earning taxes from all the smuggling tunnels. They got a lot of money from Qatar, from Iran and other countries and individuals, so they have the money to pay for it. Others say that Qatar has paid for this hotel. The strange thing is that they have been put inside this hotel, which is relatively central in Cairo. There were Western tourists in this hotel. Like I could see like Western women like sunbathing in their bikini, and literally a few meters away you would see like these Palestinian people that you now see on the pictures passing by. And it's quite an odd scene because when you enter the hotel, you directly recognize them. They stand out from the other guests. I mean, they have spent decades in Israeli prisons.
Yeah, it's jaw-dropping. They don't look too friendly, do they?
They don't look that friendly indeed. No, there are not people that I would go to start a conversation with. But for example, they would sit like in specific areas of the hotel, like around the swimming pool bar in the garden of the hotel. But the hotel also has a bar, and when you go there for a beer, you are sure that you won't be surrounded by any of these Hamas or Islamic Jihad or Fatah former prisoners.
Wow, yeah, pretty scary scenes at the breakfast buffet, though, it has to be said. They were moved, though, right? Was that because of a backlash? Was that the hotel's decision?
They were moved indeed yesterday because of this, because of the backlash of the article in the Daily Mail that you just showed. Apparently, those pictures, yeah, were quite shocking towards, I assume, the Marriott abroad, because here in Egypt, they did not take this decision, I assume, because 154 guests, that's good business for the hotel, and a lot of them got their families over and people visiting. So from the hotel's perspective, they might see them more as heroes, and they told me that the hotel staff was very nice to them, so the Marriott lost its business. But yeah, I think that especially in the UK, they received quite some backlash, so they moved them to a different hotel far away in the new capital, close to another hotel where Palestinian released prisoners were also deported to earlier in January and in February during earlier ceasefires, which are more hotels like remotely far away, like an hour outside of Cairo, and not in areas where tourists would book a hotel.